So in this video, I'll show you how to georeference a map so that you can use it in StraboSpot. For this example, I'll use this map. It's a region in Hawaii, and it's not georeferenced. So what I use to georeference is QGIS. QGIS is open source. I'm using it on a Mac. It's available on Windows and I think Linux as well. Odds are, whatever device you're on, you'll be able to load this up. So here, this is my QGIS. I just have the satellite open in the background. You're not going to have that unless you already have it prepared. I'm just using it to figure out where I am in the world. So we'll go to Layer, and we'll go to Georeferencer. So here, we can press this button, Open Raster, and click on our map. I'll open that up, and this is the map. So this is where we do all of our georeferencing. First, we'll just pay attention to a couple of things. Right now, I know that this map is working in WGS 84 coordinates. I've got latitudes and longitudes here. You want to make sure that you know what coordinate reference system your map is in, and you work in that as well. So in the settings, this is where you'll see all of those. So right now we're in WGS 84 here. For transformation type, these are all the different types of calculations the computer can do. So we're going to stick with linear. There's a lot of videos out there that go into more detail here. This is our resampling. I've had a lot of luck with cubic, sometimes nearest neighbor. I'll just leave it as is for now. And here we can name our output file. So I'll just say our output file. Let's call it georeferenced. Georeferenced map for now. Okay, great. So on this screen, we add our control points. Control points anchor a point in space. So what I'm going to do is go around the grid here, and I'll create a control point, probably around the corners. The more control points you put in, the more detailed, the more correct it will be, essentially. Depending on how your map looks, this might be a bit different. How you choose where to put your points. So to put down a control point, we want to tap on this icon here, Add Point. The way I'm panning around right now without having this selected is by holding down the space bar. When I hold down the space bar, I can pan. So I'll do one here with you as an example. So I'm going to go there, and I'll put down a control point right here in this corner. I like to convert it to decimal degrees. I'm not sure if it takes it in another format. I guess it might, but I've always had a bit of trouble trying anything else. So I'll convert that to 155.5, and then 1945, that should be 1975. And pay attention to the sign here. We're in the Western Hemisphere, so this has to be negative. And we're in WGS 84. I'll press OK, and so that will create a control point. So we're going to want to go around and do that wherever we can. I've already done this, so you don't have to watch me do it. So I'm just going to load in points that I've made before. You can see them over there. But you're going to have to make these points yourself for your map. So here I think I have 5, and I think that should be enough for me, but you will probably need more. And let's click Start Georeferencing. So there's our map, and it looks like it's in the correct place. Yeah, that looks about right. And so that should have also created the file there. So we have our georeferenced map. So this just went wherever we told it to in the settings of the georeferencer. Let me load that back up. So it's out here. If it's in a different file type, say this was a PDF, you can name it a tiff here. I think that'll work. But otherwise, the other thing you can do is you can press Export, Save As, and then you can change the format here. And we need it to be a geotiff. And this is where you can name it whatever you want to name it and save it out. So let's go geotiff version, even though the other one was a geotiff, just as an example. Let's save it out here. And okay, that should be fine. And so it'll export it. And so from here, you should have a map that's ready. And if you follow all the steps of the other video, you can load that into StraboSpot, take it out to the field with you, and have it ready when you're out there and offline.